so it made it a little easier each time.
Crystal forgave Mickey, overcame bitterness, and began experiencing the beauty in her life again. Then one day, God put it on her heart to reconcile their marriage.
I felt like I wrestled with God all day in my spirit. And I mean, this went from about 11 in the morning to about 11 at night, all day. Cried, I laid in my room and I cried, and I'm like, why do I feel so unsettled about this? What will my family think? What will my friends think? We are divorced. It's not like we just had a bad fight. We are divorced. He pays me child support. We are completely done. I felt him say, you have been praying for me to show you what I have for your life. I had Jeremiah 29:11 plastered everywhere, at work, in my car, refrigerator at home. He said, you know, you trust that I have a plan for you. You've been asking me to reveal that plan. I'm revealing it to you. Aren't you going to go with it?
I really started seeking God for myself, not to impress Crystal, not to appease my mother, not for my children's sake, but for my sake. And as I started seeking Him, He started giving me peace that whether you get Crystal back or not, you need me to be happy. And so that independent seeking of Him for my own personal relationship was the turning of the tides.
I was praying during that time, you know, God, please just send me a Christian man. I want a man that leads me to church. I don't want a man that I have to drag to church, kicking and screaming while he sits in the pew and practices his golf swing. You know, I want a guy that's really there. And I was trusting God for that, and God answered my prayer. He gave me a Christian guy, but I never expected Him to give me a Christian Mickey, you know.
The couple's remarried, and today realizes that happily ever after isn't always the goal. Sometimes peace comes after the storm, but with Christ you can endure the challenges of becoming one and experience wholeness together.
God's plan is always perfect. You know, why we can't lay down and just trust it every day? It's difficult, but it's so worth it. You know, it's so worth it.
Enjoy life, laugh, and be refreshed at the Joyce Meyer Conference.
Don't you feel better just being in this atmosphere?
Join us in Phoenix, Arizona and Winston-Salem, North Carolina. For more details, go to joycemeyer.org.
When I worship, it's like reaching up and He's reaching down and we touch. I need to be here.
My marriage is better due to the ministry. I let my husband off the hook. It's not his responsibility to make me happy. He's a good man. I'm very blessed to have him. I don't know that he realizes he's off the hook, but he is. I've been through some tough times, and the Lord's rescued me a lot. And He's blessed me. The ministry gives a lot to me on a daily basis. I watch Joyce. She's in my car, and I give back. I can't be in Joplin when the tornado hits, but I can give to the ministry so that they can do that. And I'm a part of it. I'm a part of that as a partner. And the Lord wants us to do that. He wants us to give back.
You mean more to us at Joyce Meyer Ministries than you may ever know. We appreciate you, and we thank our friends and partners for making this worldwide ministry possible. Together, we're feeding the hungry, clothing the poor, and presenting the gospel to the nations. Please contact us or visit joycemeyer.org today to share your prayer requests, find out more about our resources, see Joyce's conference schedule, and to join us in partnership as we share the love of Christ around the globe.
The proceeding was paid for by the friends and partners of Joyce Meyer Ministries.
I think the engine is dead.
No more water.
There's no signal.
It's hard to hide a beautiful smile, a Western Dental smile. We have all the dental services your family needs. And now a great offer. Braces for only $99 a month with no money down. Plus we have a range of specialists, including hygienists. Why wait? $99 a month for braces with no money down. Call 866-627-7570 now. Western Dental. Show off that smile.
Hey, you ready? I can't go. Our DVR is full. We're in negotiations. We've reached an impasse.
Here's the latest offer.
I delete all my Game of Thrones and Mackenzie gets to keep My Little Pony. I can't work with this. Give me something I can work with.
Get Contour TV for as low as $19.99 a month when you bundle and add a Contour DVR with 3 times the DVR storage of CenturyLink. Ask how to get a $200 prepaid card.
Switch to Cox. I can work with this. This is good.
Getting hurt in a wreck can ruin your day, but speaking to the insurance company before calling us can ruin your life. Pick up the phone and call us first. We'll deal with the insurance company and make sure you get every dollar you deserve.
Call 977-1900.
Also handling criminal and DUI defense cases.
Watch Seinfeld weeknights at 9 and 9:30 on AZTV 7, Arizona's own.
Heading into Valentine's weekend. Guys, Valentine's. I hated to break the news to you, but it's Sunday. And you know what? You better be ready because there's going to be all kinds of hell breaking loose at your house. I'll tell you what, we'll help you out by recommending a restaurant who is recommending that you go to Risconi's. Oh, and if you find that your special person isn't cuddling up quite enough, I'll tell you what, here's a book that'll do it. Out of absolute stark terror, Lisa Gardner says, find her, and if you can get your honey, he or she, to read the book all the way through, there will be lots of cuddling going on. Hey, listen, all kinds of things also happening. It's going to be high 80s through the weekend and maybe 90 next week already, still in February. Hello, everybody. Welcome from Minneapolis. I've got a 4-pack of passes for the event that's going on all this weekend, and you get to go all weekend because this is a 3-day event pass for the amazing Arizona Comic-Con 2016. Now, you understand there may be some other comic book events that are adequate Comic-Cons. This is the amazing one. And we had Jimmy J on just the other day talking about the costumes, talking about all the events and the comic book superstars that are going to be there. Meanwhile, you're here, and here is the Morning Scramble.
Like us, follow us, and socialize with us on the Morning Scramble.
Hurry into Sam's Club and get a hot buy on a Serta Queen set for just $3.98. Enjoy a great deal on top of already low Sam's Club prices. It's premium comfort without the premium price. Plus special financing available for a limited time only at Sam's Club.
I'm like a boxer in a ring. A small boxer. You don't expect much, and then wham! I hit him with huge, creamy goodness. All right, round 2. Bring it, girlfriend.
Rich, creamy, 100% natural cheese. Mini Baby Bell.
Snag a little bigger.
Think about it. There must be higher love down in the heart and in the stars above. Bring me a higher love I could rise above.
Your 3-day forecast is brought to you by Blue Water Casino on the Colorado River in Parker, Arizona.
Listen, I have a friend with insomnia, and he said, well, maybe if I just settle down with a good book. Tragically, he picked this one, hasn't slept since. This one is such a thriller. And Lisa Gardner is here, and I'm thrilled that you came back to the Morning Scramble.
Thank you so much, Pat.
I love the process to find out from authors. And how many books for you now? It's some ridiculous number.
Yes, Find Her is my 18th thriller.
But that's astounding when you consider the fact that you're a young woman, you haven't been on the planet that many years, and you're still 18 books. The process of writing them, though, when it's time for a book, how do you know?
For me, I start a book once a year. In the case of Find Her, I generally start with something I've read about law enforcement that's fascinating to me. It turns out in this day and age, we're having all these huge sensational crimes, you know, girls kidnapped and held for, in some cases, decades.
Yeah.
The FBI has created a new unit called the Office of Victim Assistance, because in these cases, the entire family needs support. And that became the basis for Find Her, where you have a young girl who's been kidnapped. Her whole family has to learn how to do morning talk show hosts. They would get to talk to you, Pat. You know, manage the media, do Twitter campaigns. And then when the best case happens and Flora Dane comes home and find her, but who is Flora Dane now? When you've gone through something like that, what is the whole rest of your life going to be? In Flora's case, she doesn't come home to live happily ever after. She comes home to become obsessed with crime and self-defense. And when a new girl goes missing, Flora's obsession is that she will be the one to find her.
This is a pretty disturbed and disturbing lead character.
Flora is unsettling. She has been through a lot. She wants to find her happily ever after, but if she has to kill a few perpetrators along the way, you know, so be it. You know, is she a victim or is she a vigilante? You have to read the book.
That's the question we asked with Dexter all those years, too.
Yes, exactly.
The hostage story, The Room.
Yep.
I don't know whether you've seen it.
I read the book by Emily Denog. It's excellent.
But when you sit down to read something or to write something like this, do you set out at the end of an individual chapter to really give whiplash to the reader?
You know, the trick is when you're someone like me writing the book, I don't know what's going to happen next. Each and every chapter kind of wraps up, and I myself am a little breathless. I show up to write each day to find out, is Flora a victim or vigilante? What did happen to this missing college student? And Detective Dee Dee Warren, who's one of my returning characters, what the hell is she going to do to resolve this mess?
All right, but now last night you had a big event,
Yes.
all kinds of people showing up at Poison Pen, and you can continue, by the way, just because of the fact that you happened to miss Lisa Gardner last night, you can still go over because Lisa Gardner said, I want to take care of you in Gilbert or wherever you are. And you signed some books for the folks
Absolutely.
who couldn't make it, right?
Yes.
When you visit a shop like Poison Pen, or you're doing a signing, and you meet people up close,
Yes.
and they will often say to you, I've read every book.
Yes.
Does anybody ever say, stop with the scary stuff? I can't stand it anymore.
You know, the number one comment I get when I get to meet people in person, and it's very sweet, is everyone looks at me and like, you just look so normal. And I'm waiting for the day my daughter and her friends are old enough that they read these books, and all of my daughter's friends are going to be, my parents left us alone with her.
Well, because of the fact that this is your 18th thriller, not just your 18th book.
Yes.
But I mean, you are in the thriller genre, and you are among the leaders, New York Times bestseller list. Everybody knows Lisa Gardner. If you don't mind, like my friend, not sleeping at night.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about switching genres?
No, I love suspense. I mean, I loved reading about something like victim assistance. I loved doing the research for Find Her. I actually learned how to kill someone with a straw, which I now consider a life skill. I mean, guns can be hard to find, but all you need is a plastic straw. Some of this is, you know, this is fun stuff.
I may get a milkshake a little later in the day, so I would rather that you not go into it, okay? The reason that I asked you about switching is certainly not because you have to, because people expect thrillers from Lisa Gardner. But every actor, almost every singer, every performer, everybody in the arts says, well, you know what? I've been doing ballads all this time, or I've been doing rock all this time. I'm going to surprise people by doing this, and you haven't, huh?
I think in a thriller there's so much to explore. Some of my previous novels have really been the psychology of crime itself. You know, is a serial killer born or made? But one of the fascinating things about writing Find Her is it's not really about the predator. It's all about Flora Dane. This book is all about how are survivors made. It's a totally different angle. It was very refreshing to write. And I think for as dark as the book is, it's affirming that when push comes to shove, all of us are stronger than we think. We all have some survivor in us.
But all of us are not serial killers.
No, but all of us are capable with a plastic straw. Think of it that way.
Just a second, hold it. Could I jot that down, please? Avoid the fountain today, because Lisa Gardner was our guest on the Morning Scramble. And you know what? This is waiting for you at the Poison Pen, signed by Lisa.
Good morning, and today we are here with Haley Green, winner of last year's Lay's Do Us a Flavor contest, and she won the grand prize $1 million for her Southern Biscuits and Gravy flavor. Good morning, Haley.
Good morning.
So congratulations. And how has your life changed since winning this contest? That's huge.
Yeah, definitely huge. It's changed significantly. I paid off all of my student loans, which feels great. And I'm a travel agent, so I'm getting ready to do some traveling. Yeah, so it's just
awesome.
changed a lot. I'm still in shock.
Great. That is so cool. I'm so jealous. Can you tell us a little bit about the new flavor swap program?
Yeah, so what Lay's has done is they have taken 4 of their classic potato chip flavors and they've created a new twist on those 4 classics. And they just want America to try these new creations and figure out if the new versions are better, the old ones, and vote, and the ones that win stay, and the ones that don't are kicked out of production.
Very cool. So people kind of get a feel to choose. They get to choose what stays and what goes. That's a really cool feeling. I feel like it makes it personal.
Exactly.
So you said you're a travel agent, so you know a thing or two about cool, unique flavors. Why is it that you think that people's palates are getting so unique and extravagant?
I just think that we as Americans are on the lookout, on the hunt for new flavors in general, whether it's with a potato chip or a style of cuisine or a restaurant. I think we just are constantly looking for new things. So it's really cool that Lay's gives us these fun contests to try new potato chip flavors.
Absolutely, absolutely. So can you tell us about what some of the pairings are that we can choose from?
Yeah, so they took Flamin' Hot and they are putting that up against new fiery roasted habanero, sea salt and cracked black pepper versus olive oil and herbs, cheddar and sour cream versus smoked Gouda and chive, and then honey barbecue versus Korean barbecue. They're all really, really good.
Awesome, yum. I personally am a cheddar and sour cream girl. I love it. So can you just tell us where to get information, what the winner gets, and all that jazz?
Yeah, so all you have to do, obviously try the flavors, figure out which ones you like the best. You go to flavorswap.com, and it's really easy to vote. The rules are there. And just for voting, you're automatically entered to win the grand prize, which is $250,000. So it's not a bad setup for just trying potato chips.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations, Haley.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's time now for the CenturyLink You Make the Call. Be the 4th caller at 602-224-2237 to win today's prize.
I'm Chris Bosch. When I was sidelined with blood clots in my lung, it was serious. Fortunately, my doctor had a game plan.
Treatment with Xarelto.
Hey, guys.
Hey, finally somebody I can look up to. Besides Arnie. Xarelto is proven to treat and help reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots.
Xarelto is also proven to reduce the risk of stroke in people with AFib not caused by a heart valve problem.
For people with AFib currently well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto and warfarin compare in reducing the risk of stroke.
You know, I tried warfarin, but the blood testing and dietary restrictions...
Don't get me started on that.
I didn't have to.
We started on Xarelto.
Nice pass.
Safety first.
Like all blood thinners, don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of a blood clot or stroke. While taking, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling. If you have had spinal anesthesia while on Xarelto, watch for back pain or any nerve or muscle-related signs or symptoms. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Tell your doctor before all planned medical or dental procedures. Before starting Xarelto, tell your doctor about any kidney, liver, or bleeding problems.
You know, Xarelto is the #1 prescribed blood thinner in its class.
That's a big win.
It is for me.
With Xarelto, there is no regular blood monitoring and no known dietary restrictions.
Treatment with Xarelto
was the right move for us. Ask your doctor about Xarelto.
We ready for this? When it comes to one-year-old Hallie, Craig, you are not.
Oh my goodness, it never gets old. You are not the father. That is one of the most famous lines off the Maury Povich Show. Joining me inside the Morning Scramble, no stranger to Arizona. You've been here before. You air on our network, AZTV, weekdays at 3 and 4. It's so nice to talk to you. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Danielle. Nice to be with you.
Yes, we're going to talk about this show. I can't believe it. After 18 years, how do you go bigger? How do you get more outrageous with these over-the-top guests?
Well, here's the thing. You know, when it comes to my show and the best kind of television, it all has to do with storytelling. And if you can tell stories that people remember, and they get unbelievably layered, where you bring all kinds of people into the stories. I mean, it's unforgettable. I'll give you an example. On Monday, this coming Monday, President's Day, Danielle, we are going to bring back 2 of the most outrageous, infamous guests in the history of the show. In fact, one of them has been Googled more times than any person who's ever appeared on Maury. So, and it's going to be a remarkable update as to what's happened to these 2 people since they appeared on the show.
What I want to know is, how do you actually go through, because I know the submission is like over the top with people wanting to be on your show. So how do you narrow it down to this story being the one that you're going to actually air? Because it's crazy.
Well, first of all, we have 7 production teams, and our teams act almost like a newsroom. We check out all these stories. We make sure that everything is on the up and up, that these are real stories, that these things are happening back home. And then we bring these people to the show, put them up for a night or so. They come on the show, and quite frankly, in a lot of cases, they just unburden themselves.
They do. And since it's been, you know, over 18 years, are you numb to this? Has there anything out there left that can totally shock you or surprise you?
No. No. If I was numb to this, to all of this, I'd be retired and living in Scottsdale.
Well, we'd love to have you living in Scottsdale.
Good. No, it's all too good.
Well, let me ask you this.
By the way, Danielle, I got a surprise for you. Wait a second.
Okay.
Birdie, come here. Come on. Come here. I want to show you something. Come here.
Your
on, say
dog.
Hi. Sit. This is my dog. His name is Birdie, like a bird. You know, in fact, when our friends in Montana gave me this dog when he was 3 months old, they said they brought it to the house. They knocked on the door and they said, "We want to give you this pet. What do you want to name him?" And I'd had a couple of scotches in me, and the only thing I could think of was golf and Scottsdale, so I named the dog Birdie. And
Very clever.
And Birdie's about 5 years old. He's a golden retriever, and he's the nicest, sweetest dog in the world. Right, Bird? Where are you going? Okay, goodbye. See you.
Well, you got to have
Chasing
some
birds.
nice, calm things in your life, because you deal with crazy all the time. Tell me this, how are you going to incorporate social media? Because I understand you're going to do some live streaming now with the show for behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. It's been unbelievable. I mean, what's happened, Danielle, is that our views on Facebook mentions, on Instagram, on Snapchat, I mean, we have almost 3 million followers on Facebook. So now we are so involved in social media, and we are continually updating our social media. And what's happening is that we get these views and we put these little snaps of the show up on social media, and that helps, of course, watching the entire show when it comes on.
Well, I have to tell you, Maury, I wish you the best of luck. I don't know how you're going to keep it going with these crazy people, but the crazies are out there. So to another 18 years, I want to keep on hearing, you're not the father.
Thank you.
Discover card. I missed a payment. Oh, shoot. Shoot, this is bad. No, we're good. This is your first time missing a payment. And you've got the IT card, so we won't hike up your APR for paying late. That's great. It is great. Thank you.
At Discover, we treat you like you'd treat you. Get the IT card with late payment forgiveness.
Experience the Real West in historic Wickenburg, the 60th annual Gold Rush Day and Rodeo, February 12th through 14th. Arts, crafts, exhibitors, gold panning, family carnival, free stage entertainment, Western barbecue and desert stages melodrama in the Saguaro Theater. Car show on Friday, Gunslinger Saturday at 9, Senior Pro Rodeo on Saturday and Sunday at 2, Gold Rush Parade Saturday at 10. This year's parade theme is Romance of the West. It's Gold Rush Days out Wickenburg Way.
GoSeeJack.com. I saw that commercial for GoSeeJack.com. I kept hearing that voice in my head. Go see Jack.
But finally, I just decided to type it in, see what the big deal was.
It was really great to have one website for all the Cactus Jack's dealerships in town.
Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, Jeeps.
You can get approved for a loan right there on the website in like 15 minutes.
And they don't even check your credit. There was no credit check. Don't put it off. Visit GoSeeJack.com.
Hope is just a click away. Come get the facts at
GoSeeJack.com.
Where do you go for an easy, hassle-free buying experience on a quality used vehicle?
Go to Rockies.
Want to get a vehicle you love with only $4.99 down?
Go to Rockies.
And how about easy financing with absolutely no credit check?
Go to Rockies.
Or how would you like a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty on every vehicle we sell?
Go to Rockies.
Plus 2 convenient Valley locations.
Go to Rockies.
So where do you go when you want all this and more?
Go to Rockies.
That's Rockies Auto Credit in Glendale and Mesa. Or visit RockiesAutoCredit.com.
Happy Valentine's Day!
A Valentine's Day brunch. You will always be dessert if you cook.
And you're that much closer to the bedroom.
Plus, Christine Taylor.
I love you.
Next, Rachel.
Today at 9 on AZTV 7, Cable 13.
You bet it's going to be a happy Valentine's Day, not just for Michael Risconi, because the place is going to be packed, but for all of you folks who really love terrific dining. We have covered so many subjects so far, Michael. We've talked about how to kill somebody with a straw with Lisa Gardner. Let me see, Abrielle Swisher talked about creating a flavor of potato chips. How in the world are you going to top that?
Green chili risotto with braised short ribs.
Show them. Just
look at that.
Yeah, huh?
It's got a little punch to it, a little bit of bite.
If you don't mind,
a little bit of cheese.
I'm glad you told me that it was green chili because it looks like a Gerber product.
Yeah, when you puree a bunch of green chilies, tomatillos, and parsley and cilantro, you kind of get that bright color. But this is a fresh color, unlike, well, I shouldn't say it, but food coloring colors.
Well, all right, listen. Yes, it's Valentine's Day coming up Sunday, but it's a St. Patrick's Day. Color will take care of it all. At Risconi's, located where?
The northeast corner of Tatum and Shea in Phoenix.
I visit regularly, as you know.
I've noticed.
Yes, because the waiter comes back and says, hey, this couple over in the corner says they won't pay.
And then I call you and you kick them out for me.
So tell me about Valentine's Day specials.
Oh my God, this is one of them. This is an appetizer that we're doing for Valentine's Day.
This is what you start with?
This is what I start with. It's a green chili risotto. It's with a braised short rib that's braised in a red wine sauce. We're going to take and put that like that. Now this takes about 3 hours to cook. It's very, very tender. I don't know if you've ever had the short ribs.
I have to come in early if I'm ordering this. Is
something
that right?
like that, and start in on the red wine, and you won't go wrong then.
I don't mean to be that frugal couple in the corner that we were talking about, but this looks to me like it would be an entree.
It's a little larger portion for the viewing audience.
Okay,
I want to make sure they could see it really well.
No, but that's a good idea because I don't want people to say, hey, wait a minute, on the scramble, right? There were 2 of these.
Yeah.
But all right, so to tell you the truth, you're not going to kick them out
No.
if they go to the appetizer part of the menu and say, no, this is what I want.
I wouldn't kick anybody out.
Even me, right?
Well, you know,
Okay,
I could make special exceptions.
There are exceptions. Tell me about what I can expect at Risconi's, Tatum and Shea, on Valentine's Day.
We have some really wonderful examples right here on the table. We have a roasted rack of lamb with a smoked tomato crust, braised fennel, black olives, and fingerling potatoes. A grilled breast of chicken with creamy grits, French beans, and the dessert. You got to have dessert.
All right, it's right next door.
Oh, it's a strawberry and coconut budino.
Wait, it's a strawberry and coconut what?
Budino. It's a fancy Italian word for pudding.
May I just say pudding if I come in?
I get that a lot. Budino?
All right, listen, now so far you've given us the dessert, the meats and so on, but I really love the seafood part of Risconi's. What about seafood?
I'm going to have some pan-roasted sea bass, which will be really, really wonderful. That's the best selection that you'll have. As an appetizer, we have some Guajillo seared ahi tuna that'll be on the menu too.
What mistake do adventurous cooks make when they're making seafood dishes at home?
They overcook it. People are afraid of fish. They're afraid of undercooking it. They're afraid they might get sick, so they go overboard and they take it too far. Well, I'll let it go. It's done, and well, let's let it go just a little longer to make sure. If you think it's done, take it off. Don't go a little longer to make sure.
But how am I going to know, though? Are there guides that say accurately, for this kind of fish, this is enough?
Well, it's personal taste, really. I mean, seafood is one of the safest food sources that we have because most of it comes out of the ocean. Especially salmon and sea bass and stuff like that. You can cook salmon medium rare, medium well. I like it so it's not translucent anymore, which is about medium well right in there. I think that's the best way, and I think people are more comfortable with fish that's cooked all the way through.
And if you want to make sure, of course, that you have a standard of high health all the time, there's always the wine list. Represented over here, Michael Risconi, by what?
Oh, we got a little Sledgehammer Zinfandel, and we have a late harvest, I believe it's a Riesling, made by Cuvée-san. We did wine dinner with them.
One of the things that I like best about your bar is the board above the bar, the cocktails of the day. Very, very inventive. It's always new and different at Risconi's. They say Happy Valentine's Day all year long. Back in a moment.
When we go to the store, I find my box of Honey Bunches of Oats, and I'm checking to see if I packaged it. Best cereal in the world, right there. The last 3 letters were P22, that's me.
Today, Lori grabs delicious Jimmy Dean sausage from the fridge, fully cooked and ready in seconds. It makes breakfast complete, which makes Bill feel like completing the gazebo, prompting a celebration in Lori's backyard. With Jimmy Dean, good mornings lead to great days.
Sometimes we can all use a little hope, motivation, and answers to life's questions. Let New York Times bestselling author Joyce Meyer show you a fresh perspective on how the Bible applies to your everyday life at the Joyce Meyer Conference.
I knew I had to be here this weekend. I didn't know why, and now I understand why.
Discover a joy that goes deeper than your circumstances. We'd love to see you at the Joyce Meyer Conference. For more details, go to joycemeyer.org.
It's time television lifted your spirit. Discover the joy, the passion, and the power of God on Jewish Voice. Join Jonathan Bernis and guests as they reveal the move of prophecy in today's headlines. Then travel around the globe to reach the forgotten Jews in our world with the good news of Messiah. Come celebrate our common faith in Jesus and the future we share in Him. Be sure to watch Jewish Voice with Jonathan Bernis each week on this channel.
Now it's time for the McMahon Minute on the Morning Scramble.
Attention, all able-bodied women of acceptable age. May I call your attention to employment opportunities. You may fight fires in cities and forests. You may protect our citizens by serving in a law enforcement position. You may even enter the race to the White House to become perhaps the commander-in-chief. But under no circumstances would you be allowed to fight for your country if the draft is reinstated. At least that's what Ted Cruz said a couple of days ago during a Republican presidential debate. He no longer can attempt to stop the armed services from opening all positions to women, including combat roles. But when the concept of drafting women in some future time, when men are once again called into conscription, Cruz dismissed the idea simply by calling it nuts. When the draft did exist more than 40 years ago, most guys didn't want to go, but they did. Mr. Cruz, how dare you take that opportunity away from women? I'm Pat McMahon.
Hey, it is so nice to have you on Morning Scramble. This morning in North Central Arizona, we have a great show for you because it is Valentine's this weekend. So we have Love is in the Air. We're also going to talk about Educating Rita. We're going to have another trio of fine music, and finally a millionaire whiz kid who's from Arizona. So that's the show coming up. But first of all, I tell you, I got into the studio this morning. I'm sitting at my desk getting final arrangements made, and I hear angels singing, and I think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die on a Friday. And then I realized, oh no, it's just the Prescott Chorale rehearsing. With us today is their spokesman, Dennis Hauser. Nice to have you with us today, Dennis. I'm serious. This chorale is so amazingly beautiful. The song is lovely, and then Kevin's Public can hear it. So speaking of Love is in the Air, you have a concert coming up tomorrow. 2 concerts.
Two. It's at St. Luke's Episcopal Church, and the title is The Music of Love and the Love of Music. It's about an hour-and-a-quarter concert, all based on the 4 aspects of love, which is going to be absolutely stunning.
There's 4 aspects of love?
There are indeed. There's the filial love, which is parent to child. There's the storge love, which is friend to friend. There's the eros love, which is husband to wife and couple to couple. And then there's also the agape love, which is the heavenly love, if you will. So there's 4.
Like I heard this morning.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my goodness. Well, see, are you a psychologist as well?
No.
Nobody knows the psychology of love. I'm really loving this.
Yeah,
okay, well, you conduct the Prescott Chorale sometimes.
True.
But you have a different conductor who will be doing these 2 concerts.
Well, actually, he's doing a portion of them. From the big chorale comes a group called the Camerata Singers, which is on stage this morning with us. And their conductor is Mr. Dan Boyce. And Dan also comes from the chorale, but he directs this group, and they have a segment within the total concert this weekend at 3 and 7:30 at St. Luke's Episcopal Church.
And do you have some original music from a local composer this time?
We do. His name is Henry Fleury, and Henry writes, he's finishing his master's degree, and one of his requirements was to write a 6-minute work for a choral group. So we are premiering that tomorrow afternoon and evening.
Okay, and other music? Is this from, we've heard this before? What kinds of things will we hear?
Well, this is all based on the poetry of Christina Rossetti. But also in the concert, you're going to hear a stunning piece called the 5 Hebrew Songs of Love, 5 Hebrew love songs, which is done with harp, chorale, and solo violin. It's just stunningly beautiful, as is all the music, especially what Dan is going to be doing this morning.
Well, in only an hour and 14 minutes, it won't be quite enough, but still wonderful. Well, I think we should hear a little bit from the camaraderie?
Camerata Singers.
Camerata, what does that mean?
Camerata means singing, group.
Really?
Camaraderie, yes.
See, camaraderie. See, that was where I was coming from. All right.
You were close.
Well, let's get a little clip, a little taste of your love concert.
There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ring. No, I never heard them.
gosh, that was absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. Okay, now I can see why I thought I heard angels singing in the lobby. So this is the Music of Love and the Love of Music. It's tomorrow, 2 performances, 3 and 7:30 at the St. Luke's Episcopal Church, and they are going to hear more. I mean, I was falling in love with, I don't know what out there. I was looking for somebody to fall in love with here, you know. Beautiful, beautiful music. The Camerata Singers, part of the Prescott Chorale, and you have concerts all for your season. So we'll get to hear more from you obviously in the future. But 3 and 7 o'clock tickets, information on the screen. And Dennis Hauser, we talked to earlier, you'll do a half hour before of the informative stuff before.
Yes.
Which is great because you taught me a lot just this morning, okay, about music. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank
all
you,
right.
Sandy.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll talk about educating Rita.
I have asthma, one of many pieces in my life. So when my asthma symptoms kept coming back on my long-term control medicine, I talked to my doctor and found a missing piece in my asthma treatment.
Once daily Brio prevents asthma symptoms. Brio's for adults with asthma not well controlled on a long-term asthma control medicine, like an inhaled corticosteroid. Brio won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Brio opens up airways to help improve breathing for a full 24 hours. Brio contains a type of medicine that increases the risk of death from asthma problems and may increase the risk of hospitalization in children and adolescents. Brio is not for people whose asthma is well controlled on a long-term asthma control medicine, like an inhaled corticosteroid. Once your asthma is well controlled, your doctor will decide if you can stop Brio and prescribe a different asthma control medicine, like an inhaled corticosteroid. Do not take Brio more than prescribed. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse.
Ask your doctor if 24-hour Brio could be a missing piece for you. See if you're eligible for 12 months free at mybrio.com.
Are you missing out on life because you're putting off neck or back surgery? Call Laser Spine Institute, the leader in minimally invasive spine surgery, to learn how a less than 1-inch incision can have you up and walking within a few hours of surgery, free from chronic back pain, and with no hospital stay and no lengthy recovery. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with spinal stenosis, bulging or herniated disc, sciatica, or other chronic conditions, call today for your MRI review.
I was suffering with pain really bad to the point where I couldn't even stand up straight. Now, I can do everything that I did prior to my back injury. I can play with my kids. I can go bike riding, soccer, football, fishing. Changes your whole life.
If you've been told you might need neck or back surgery, call 1-844-432-BACK for your MRI review.
Laser Spine Institute, a less than 1-inch incision, a lifetime of standing tall.
I tell you, we are having so much dramatic fun today. Music, drama. And for our drama entree today, we have Julie Chavez Harrington with us, Director of Educating Rita.
Hi, Sandy.
Nice to have you, Julie. And also Doug Suits. And you are like one of the two stars of Educating Rita, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is your first
This
acting?
is my star. I'm the director.
This is my first play and first lead.
Wow. And so how's he doing, Julie? As director, would you say this is...
Oh, my gosh.
He has it in his blood?
Well, he's in front of me, so what...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, what can you say?
I know.
No.
He is fantastic.
I can see you in that part.
And, well, thank you for that. But the quality of what I do is all on Julie. We've spent the last 3 months in what is, in effect, an acting masterclass for me. And it's just been marvelous.
Well, I tell you, you were jumping in with both feet because Educating Rita is, again, they're making it a 2. I think there were 3 maybe in the movie, but 2, I mean,
the movie was really different. It had a lot of other characters. Our play has just the 2. You get the sense of the other characters because they speak about them, but it is just 2 people.
A full-length play with 2
full-length
people.
play, 15-minute intermission, but it is funny and charming. It's got pathos. It's got humor and, desire.
I remember this. I see a lot of movies. I mean, I literally see at least 104 movies a year and have done for years and years and years. And yet Educating Rita was one I saw years ago, and I remember Michael Caine was in it, and I couldn't remember the woman, but it was Julie Walters.
Yeah.
Remember her from Mamma Mia. But it was a really interesting concept, the plot.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the plot a little, Julie.
Well, if you've ever felt like there's got to be more to my life. There has to be more. What is it? That little nagging thing that gets you and pulls you toward something else. That's what Rita is feeling. She is born in a lower class environment. She didn't get a lot of education, but she's reaching for something more. She doesn't know what, she just wants to know everything. And so she comes to Frank, this, professor at this posh English university, and here he is, a man who has all of what she wants. And she's asking him, please, teach me, share it with me. And he's like, his initial response is?
He doesn't want to. He likes her the way she is, and he fears that if he meddles with that, he's going to turn her into what he sees every day, and that her uniqueness is special. And that conflict is what drives the rest of the play.
Interesting, because she's trying to get it, and he's saying it'll ruin you, like maybe an art class ruins an artist sometimes, almost. If
exactly.
The spontaneity, as you say, the originality and stuff. But it's just so charming. I mean, the movie was nominated for like 3 Oscars, so this is a tremendous production. Why did you choose this, Julie?
Actually, I had a couple of acting friends think that it would be right for me as a director. I directed them, and they urged me to take it on, and it just happened to fit into a kind of, I would say, a geek niche for me, because I'm kind of a geek. And so if you there's a lot of highfalutin language and references and allusions to authors, and that was perfect for me. And then I found the perfect cast, the perfect geek to play.
True.
Our professor. Okay, well, we have to say, Educating Rita, when and where is this? Because it is on stage.
It's on stage at Stage 2, Prescott Center for the Arts. It's 7:30 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, 2 p.m. matinees on Sunday until the 21st.
All right, so it starts next Thursday then.
No, it's running already. We're
weekend.
halfway through the run.
Oh, good.
So it's tonight and tomorrow night at 7:30, Sunday at 2, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and Sunday matinee next weekend. Our last show will be next Sunday.
Well, and Stage 2 is a wonderful little venue. It's like theater in the round, where you are right there with the actors.
Absolutely.
So,
no place to hide.
You can sneeze on them or whatever.
Yes.
Yes, it is a little more difficult, I know, to do that as an actor. The fourth wall is like so close to you. But nevertheless, Educating Rita, I think it'll educate everybody, because it is an emotionally educating production.
It is. It is. There's just a lot of actual knowledge that you can learn. My kiddos came to it, and my son, who's a sophomore, just loved it. Wow. So,
it's incredibly well written, and it has storylines that are just about life. So there's something in it that everybody will find some affinity for.
All right, everyone can relate to this, because we all go through. They go, what is the meaning of life? Tell me the answers. No.
Exactly.
So we're going to see if our guru here, played by Doug Suits, has those answers for us. Educating Rita, Prescott Center for the Arts, Stage 2, running right now and for another weekend. Thanks so much for joining us, Director Julie Harrington, and also actor Doug Suits.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't go away. When we come back, we have a trio of tremendous performers. We'll be right back.
Save thousands on your new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram at York during Ram Truck Month. Like savings up to $14,000 on a new 2016 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. Or drive an all-new, fun-to-drive Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4 for only $249 a month. See more Ram Truck Month specials at YorkDodge.com.
It's my goal that you never have to leave town to get the vehicle, deal, or service that you want. See you at York Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram.
This President's Day, you're free to get an Ashley sofa and love seat set without going into deep debt. Just choose the color and fabric you want. Your choice, just $19.99 a week without paying interest. And delivery is always included, only at Rent-A-Center. Yeah, you can do that.
He missed! The green team lost the championship!
It's hard to hide a beautiful smile, a Western Dental smile. And now we're offering a free exam, x-rays, and consultation. Call 866-627-7570 now.
Sometimes the most fun is when you experience the unexpected. when trying new things becomes your old favorite. And when you discover a taste of heaven on earth. And then ending your perfect day by winning. What's your adventure?
Come play and stay with packages starting at $84.95.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel, the perfect place to play.
This is Pat McMahon. Let's get together at the big one, the huge RV show at the Peoria Sports Complex. It's this Friday. I want to meet you so much, I'll even give you a Wallace and Radmo picture just for stopping by. See you at the big one.
Name something your wife has that's bigger than yours.
My wife got to have a big old butt.
Or else this ain't going down. Gots to have a bigger butt.
Weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on AZTV 7, Arizona's own.
Oh, beautiful. This is a great way to start your day. Welcome back inside the Morning Scramble. Joining me for some beautiful music today, we got some amazing guitarists. This is Stefan in the black shirt, and then we've got Thor over there in the white shirt, very talented. You are on a tour of Arizona, so thank you for stopping by the Morning Scramble to give us a little sample and taste of your musical flair here. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good. Hello, Daniel.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
So first of all, we're going to actually get to hear you. But before we do, let's talk about the music that you're going to perform today. You're going to be doing a song called Bistro Fada, which is from the movie Midnight in Paris, which actually won a Grammy for the soundtrack. So tell us a little bit about this song.
This song, when they asked me to compose it for Woody Allen, they were looking for a typical French waltz that would capture the soul of Paris.
Okay.
So that was the theme of it. So that's why I wrote this song, and I tried to capture the essence of Paris. And it's also based on like all that traditional music that we have there.
And it's all love, and it's romantic, and it just feels good. It sounds beautiful. You guys are so talented. So once again, I'm so happy that you're here. So let's stop the chit chatter, because I want to step out and I want to let you do your thing. So this is going to be Bistro Fada, Stefan and Thor. Take it away.
Okay.
Fantastic! That was great. Bravo. So tell me this. You guys are now on your tour of Arizona.
Yes.
And you're actually working on a new CD.
Yes.
Talk about the CD. What inspires you, and how do you keep moving forward? Because this was beautiful.
I consider music to be an operative way of doing philosophy. It's like philosophy applied in life, in reality.
Okay.
So everything we do, wherever we travel, like we just come back from India.
Right.
Now we are in Arizona. We're going to go to the Grand Canyon. We're going to visit the desert. All that feeds the music.
Okay. And
the music is like a soundtrack for life. So
it is. It actually is. And you can encompass everything that you come in touch with, you know, from families to stories to different cultures and customs. I would imagine if you went to India, I mean, you would see such amazing things there that would incorporate into your style of music.
Yeah, and it's also a mystery because we're not really sure what music is. We kind of know, but we're not really sure.
It's a great art form and it's a great way to express yourself. And you're going to do some more expression, but you're not just going to be here in Phoenix at the MIM where you're going to be performing, but you're also going to Tucson.
Yes, so we're going to be in Tucson on Thursday at the Hotel Congress.
Okay, and then you're going to Flagstaff, correct?
Flagstaff at Fire Creek on Friday and Saturday.
So people can come out and hear the music there, meet you.
Yes, and Sunday we're going to be at the MIM.
Yes, the MIM is a fantastic place to perform.
It's a magical venue. There is it's incredible. The sound is incredible. The room that they designed is really like world class.
It is, and
it's
just
amazing.
welcomes musicians from all over, and it lets you just showcase your talent to the top degree. So you're going to do another song for us, and what song are you going to play now?
We're going to play a cover by Django Reinhardt, the great French gypsy guitarist.
Ooh.
And it's a song called Minor Swing, or Minor Swing.
Okay. Well, take it away. You guys have been great so far. Can't wait to hear this one.
Thank you.
Any better than that. A great way to spend Valentine's Day. Make sure you go see Stefan and Thor on their Arizona tour. We'll be back with more Inside the Morning Scramble. Fantastic, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle.
Do you want holiday pricing and hometown hospitality? Prescott Honda's got it during the Honda President's Day sale.
Get presidential savings all month long at Prescott Honda. Hurry in for our best selection of new Hondas and drive a new Civic for only $149 a month. A new Accord, only $179 a month. Or a new CRV, just $199 a month.
Prescott Honda on Willow Creek Road or
PrescottHonda.com. Hurry into Sam's Club and get a hot buy on a Serta Queen set for just $398. Enjoy a great deal on top of already low Sam's Club prices. It's premium comfort without the premium price. Plus special financing available for a limited time only at Sam's Club.
Tim's Family Auto Group now offers complimentary concierge service.
Too busy for a service appointment? Tim's will pick up your car anywhere in the Quad City area and have it serviced for you. Or drop off your car for a prearranged service appointment and take advantage of the concierge member $10 an hour car rental so you can run your errands. Concierge members now have access to Tim's no hassle, no appointment drive up service. Tim's Concierge Service, making your life a little less stressful.
Hey guys, the old way of taking vitamins is over. VitaFusion Men supports muscles and the immune system. It's the essential nutrition guys need, infused with natural fruit flavors. That's VitaFusion. It's a new day for men's nutrition. You're gonna love it, guaranteed.
I did it. Do it. Take the Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin, and Nails Challenge. If your hair, skin, and nails don't look more beautiful, we'll give you your money back. I did it, and I feel beautiful. Visit naturesbounty.com for details.
For 2,000 years, the Catholic Church has been the guardian of Christ's saving message, allowing individuals to have a personal encounter with Jesus Christ.
I invite you to join us at St. Simon and Jude Cathedral in Phoenix on Sundays at 9 a.m.
A weather forecast brought to you by Prescott True Value. We're so much more than just a great hardware store.
And it is warming up. Thank heaven, spring is on its way. Speaking of something being on its way, we have an intellectual protege who's going to be on the Millionaire Whiz Kid tonight on AZ, on our channel here on AZTV at 8 o'clock tonight. So you can see this little gal from Camp Verde compete on the hard questions. We have a little clip. Let's take a look of what you'll see tonight.
My best guess would be Benjamin Franklin because he was kind of a Renaissance man, sorts. But I think I'm going to use my +1 and bring my father down.
Okay.
Final? Yes.
Okay. Let's bring your dad down here. How you doing? Good to see you.
How are you?
Welcome.
Good seeing you. Hi, baby.
Well, you got an amazing young lady here.
Oh, I'm very proud.
But she could use daddy's help. That's good to know they still need you.
Well, this is going to be, you're going to say, oh yeah, of course, because last year we were in Boston, and we went to his house.
Silver worker.
You want to send it back now? We can send it back.
Okay, it's Paul Revere, isn't it?
I'm going to have to say about 80 to 90% that we've walked through his house and we've seen his bedroom, his kitchen, everything else.
He was a silver worker. We've seen his engravings, haven't we?
Absolutely.
And the bell was improved. Okay, D, Paul Revere, final answer.
That was worth that moment right there for me. That's awesome. That's right. Way to go. Good to meet you.
So don't miss Millionaire Whiz Kid tonight, 8 o'clock on AZTV. Certainly worth watching. We'll see if she wins. She could win $1 million. So Rachel Ray is on the show every weekday right after Morning Scramble at 9 o'clock with celebrity guests and a very interesting show. And she's going to give us some tips today. This time it's on citrus. What do you have to say, Rachel?
It's time for Rachel Ray's Tip of the Day, brought to you by Prescott True Value. We're so much more than just a great hardware store.
So guys, you know, citrus has a season to it. So a lot of the year when you're purchasing lemons, limes, oranges, they're not going to give you a ton of juice. Two great tricks. Press down on them, get the juices flowing. Or if you have a microwave, pop it in the microwave on high for 15, 20 seconds. That'll also start to cook the citrus and you get a lot more juice. Citrus is also a great natural cleanser. You could put a little citrus and water in your ice cube tray, and it's a great way to effectively clean your garbage disposal. Just pop it in there, flip the switch.
Prescott True Value. We're so much more than just a great hardware store. Invite you to watch Rachel Ray coming up at 9 on AZTV 7.
Great tip, Rachel. Tomorrow, Monday, this is a Friday. Have a wonderful Valentine weekend. And Monday, join us. We will have the history of the Borscht Belt, also a special delivery author with us, and a plein air artist. So we'll have lots of fun on Monday. And just to remind you, Educating Rita is this weekend at 7:30 at Prescott Center for the Arts with a matinee at 2, I believe, on Sunday, and then next weekend as well. And that's at Stage 2, Educating Rita, a great show. Also, the Music of Love and the Love of Music with the wonderful Prescott Chorale is at St. Luke's Episcopal Church at 3 o'clock tomorrow and at 7:30 tomorrow night. And tickets are at prescottchorale.org or at the door. So gosh, catch that. Those people can really, really sing. There's also a book signing by a children's author, and she also has an adult book out called Spirituality, Norney Isley. And this is this Friday at 11 to 2 at Red Arrow Real Estate here on Gurley Street in Prescott, so don't miss that. Rachel Ray chef Fabio Viviani will join her, and Zoolander star Christine Taylor. So a lot of fun coming up. Thanks so much for joining us on Morning Scramble. Have a wonderful Valentine weekend, and we will see you on Monday.
Thanks for watching AZTV 7, Arizona's own.
Today on Rachel Ray. Don't make reservations this Valentine's Day. Make brunch and cocktails in bed. Crazy! Then, Zoolander 2's Christine Taylor is spilling romantic secrets about her hubby Ben Stiller.
It is so true. It's so sexy. It is so true.
Plus, warm up with these sliced steak salmon and a brand new round of win, lose, or thaw. And now, are you ready for Rachel?